This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
AI generated.
Of artificial intelligence to wipe out their jobs with AI.
With so many world's first AI movie coming out, I think it's time we address the topic.
I hate this.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding generative AI. Some fear that it may replace artists, others are excited by the idea.
It is revolting.
In theory, I don't dislike Gen AI. It's just a tool. In a perfect world, it could reduce workload and increase productivity. The resulting profit should go back to the people and improve our quality of life. In practice, of course, it's controlled by corporations abusing copyright in a massive scale, siphoning money to the top while ignoring all sorts of ethical problems. I don't dislike a hammer, but I do hate it when people swing it at me. But for this discussion, we'll put that aside. As I will argue in this video, even in a perfect world where AI could replicate human art flawlessly and ethically, it still cannot scratch our itch. Its proliferation is but a symptom of a larger social issue, namely the alienation of human connections. This will be an exploration on craftsmanship and artistry, chess engines and grandmasters, and people dating ChatGPT. Let's dive into the world of AI art and the unrelenting loneliness that fuels its fire. This is the Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall. This 1996 game boasts a world the size of Great Britain, so large it takes this player 69 hours to walk across.
Nice.
A map this size, of course, was not crafted by hand. Instead, it made use of procedural generation. In this method, the developers set the parameters, the location of biomes, the density of foliage, etc. The computer then fills in the details like a ghostwriter following an outline. Sounds impressive, right? Yeah, this is really boring. Despite the vast world, there isn't much to see in Daggerfall. It turns out, when we explore, we don't just wander, we look for something. And that something, in my opinion, is story. Note that I said story and not plot. I mean intentions, a message being told. When exploring a generated world, we're not seeing the scenery, but the rules that governs its creation. This tree exists because of the same parameters that place the next tree over. These two trees, as is every tree on this screen, share the same narrative intention. You may not have discovered the location, but you have discovered the story. When you have seen one tree, you have seen them all. That's why it's exciting to visit a city in Daggerfall. It is one of the only places that breaks the patterns of procedural generation. As you approach, the city wall emerges, straight and deliberate, implying a unique narrative history. Inside, you find characters with unique things to say, such as King Gothrid, whose smug-looking ass invites a sword to the face. These unique characters incite emotions, because they feel offered. This city contains more intention than the entire Britain-sized map. In art, every detail is part of the story. Take The Substance, for example. In this film, an aging actress clones a younger version of herself who quickly rises to fame. When asked, the clone names herself
Sue.
It's an inconspicuous detail, a decision the film did not elaborate on. To the general audience, it's just a name. But in an interview with Vogue magazine, writer-director Coralie Fagiet explained that the name invokes the imagery of, quote, an old Lolita, baby doll, sexy icon type, unquote. It's a detail that harkens to a classic film culture, back when Kubrick's Lolita was played by actress Sue Lyon. It's just a name, but it carries so much stories. But details doesn't have to be intentional to be meaningful. There are extensive analyses connecting the Twilight Saga to writer Stephenie Meyer's Mormon faith. One common link is the eroticism of abstinence, reflecting the Mormon belief that premarital sex is sinful. But Meyer had clarified that it was not a conscious narrative decision. Indeed, consciously or not, our experiences shape what we create. Our art reflects the totality of our lives. It's the way Roma reflects Cuarón's memories, it's how The Devil's Backbone depicts Del Toro's childhood, it's why Moonrise Kingdom invokes Anderson's nostalgia. But generative AI is a ghostwriter with no life experience and thus no stories to tell. So when you ask it to fill in the details, it fills your world with trees. The algorithm may be more complex, but the intention is always missing. The AI may describe a cyberpunk world beautifully, a neon-drenched megacity where towering arcologies loom over rain-soaked streets. But the setting is just a setting, and it may or may not match your vision. The only way for an AI to show your intention is to describe your story to it in detail. You tell it to incorporate elements from colonial Shanghai because it's perceived as romantic in your culture. You want the alleyways to be winding and dimly lit, bathed in the warm glow of incandescent bulbs, dangerous, rusty, and yet nostalgic. The more you describe, the longer the prompt becomes, the more interesting your generated work feels. That is why Minecraft sceneries are better than Daggerfall. With a longer prompt, more detailed parameters, you inject more intention into the final creation. Logically then, the most interesting creation is one that prescribes every detail until your prompt looks exactly the same as the finished novel. The best artwork is the one you create without AI filter. And that is exactly what the Elder Scrolls series did. After Daggerfall, the series switched to handcrafted game worlds, and was made better as a result. Sometimes, while wandering the city of Daggerfall, you might be reminded of today's sponsor, Squarespace. Because in the vast generated world, this city is one of the few places that are handcrafted. Naturally, it stands out. And with Squarespace, you can also build a website that rises above all the other vibe-coded mess. Instead of doing everything for you, Squarespace gives you the tools to express yourself. Every aspect of your site can be customized, so each detail reflects your creativity. Whether you are starting from a template or diving headfirst into coding, Squarespace adapts to your needs. The point is, you are in control. Your website is yours and yours alone. Start a free trial at squarespace.com/accentcinema. Use the code accentcinema for 10% off your first purchase. In an age when corporate images are machine-generated, a human touch is invaluable to your brand, your business, your portfolio, or your products. Why not bring a little humanity to your website? Visit squarespace.com/accentcinema today. Suppose I recreated the Mona Lisa perfectly. Every brushstroke, every atom is indistinguishable even to experts. Does my copy have the same artistic value as the original? On May 11, 1997, then world champion in chess Garry Kasparov lost his match against Deep Blue, a computer developed by IBM. For the first time, a machine has surpassed humans in an intellectual domain. Today, chess engines are vastly stronger than humans. Even the chess bot on an in-flight entertainment console can easily defeat the best players in the world. That's not a joke. The Delta Airlines chess bot is a whole meme in the chess community. And yes, there is a chess community.
Queen h4, g3, knight g3, check, c6, queen b7, knight h1, king there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to castle. I don't want to think too much.
Chess is arguably more popular right now than ever. Content creators like Gotham Chess, Hikaru Nakamura, Anna Kremlin, and Northern Lion routinely gathers hundreds of thousands of views. We continue to watch humans play chess, while computer chess remained a novelty. It turns out we just prefer watching humans do things.
Oh! Okay, let's play 95.
Here lies our answer to the Mona Lisa paradox. It's what philosopher Walter Benjamin called an aura. Quote, even the most perfect reproduction is lacking in one element, its unique existence determined by the history to which it was subjected to. To put it simply, the value of the Mona Lisa is not limited to what we see. Its aura is defined by its association with Da Vinci, the fact that it was stolen once, and also simply because we mythologized it. Aura is the reason a dress becomes more valuable after being worn by Marilyn Monroe. It's the reason a stunt feels more impactful because Jackie Chan did it instead of a stunt double. In other words, we like its stories behind it. Everything Everywhere All at Once was a 2022 absurdist comedy about a mother with no achievement in life being summoned into a multiversal battle to save reality as we know it. The lead role was once envisioned for Jackie Chan, but it ultimately went to Michelle Yeoh, an actress who, I believe most would agree, is the superior choice. It's superior because Yeoh has a fitting history. Her past roles were extremely diverse, and yet her career was often overshadowed by other action stars. So when she plays a character who feels overlooked, full of unrealized potential, Yeoh's aura echoes her performance. Michelle Yeoh's story made the film better. Story is what separates artistry from craftsmanship. When most of us buy a guitar, unless it's a one-of-a-kind specialty, we don't really care who made it. What's important is the quality of the merchandise, the craftsmanship. But when we read a book, we care about the author. When we watch a chess match, we are curious about the players. And when we follow an actor, we follow more than just their on-screen roles. We want to know them in real life. We explore art looking for stories because humans seek connections with each other. Machines are very good at replacing craftsmanship. They are fast, precise, and good at mass production. But you cannot mass produce the Mona Lisa because there only ever was one Leonardo da Vinci. Even in the inevitable future when AI produces craftsmanship no humans can match, as long as we crave connections with other humans, we will crave human artists. But that, it's not a given. AI videos may not always be fun to watch, but they are really fun to make. With a single prompt, we turn ideas into reality. Things that were once difficult to express are now effortless. The instant gratification gets us hooked on constant production, and that, I think, is why AI slop is everywhere. The way we entertain ourselves has changed. 30 years ago, media was centralized. We watched the same shows at the same time and shared the same experience. Then, platforms like YouTube gave everyone the ability to curate a watch list. Soon, algorithms were introduced, further individualizing our feeds. The featured video section disappeared, and so was the trending section. Today, what we see is no longer what everyone sees. Our shared space fragmented. Meanwhile, content creation becomes easier than ever. Our entertainment shifted from watching to posting. We grew accustomed to speaking into the void. Hundreds of likes, dozens of comments, but no back and forth conversations. In this environment, AI fits perfectly. The faster you can create and post, the more fun you have. The quicker you can speak to no one. It's no wonder why the loneliness epidemic has become such a hotly discussed topic. This is a Reddit community called My Boyfriend is AI. Here, people share their experience dating, or perhaps more accurately put, role-playing a relationship with ChatGPT or other generative AI. I've chosen my words very carefully here because there are too many videos out there making fun of these people. But as pointed out by this 2025 study, people knew the AI wasn't real. But this knowledge does not stop the emotional need. which is fulfilled by the AI companionship. It's like a homeless person doing drugs to feel happiness. What are the alternatives? Go to an amusement park? Granted, the study has only 8 participants, which is laughably low. The field is new, so we can only speculate. To the participants, the AI partners are available, attentive, and predictable. It offers the feeling of connection without the difficulty of a real one. Like a comment interaction, it offers the aesthetic of a connection, but not the connection itself. AI-generated content works the same way. It can produce the aesthetic we want, but not the aura that we really need. This simulacrum is what I fear most. Just as AI companions are more available than human relationships, mass-produced AI content is more available than human-made art. Eventually, the abundance of AI content becomes the only thing people see. The harder it becomes to find real human connection, the more we begin to long for it. And the stronger the craving becomes, the more we turn to whatever is available, AI art. An illusion of friendship is better than none at all. And the irony is that this longing is induced by the false solution itself. Worse yet, as demand for this human connection grows, authenticity in art may even become a premium product. While the wealthy can satiate the emotional need, the rest of us, which will be most of us, are left with simulations. We wander the machine-constructed reality, looking for meanings in trees, in the wilderness of Daggerfall. The thing is, there's a simple fix, at least I hope so. The machine-generated world of Daggerfall is lonely, desolate, and boring. So boring, any interaction seems like a story. The players have yet to realize or have forgotten that there is a real story eagerly awaiting them. So for those of us who still know how to recognize them, all we need to do is point to the distant horizon and say, "There's a city over there." When the player traverses through the land and witnesses a wall emerge in front of them, when they see with their eyes what stories look like, there is no way they can go back. Don't believe me? Here's a popular AI-generated TikTok from China.
接下来我就不客气了，你能怎么不客气？
Pretty funny, right? Well, here's something made by a human. Enjoy. Hi YouTube, thanks for watching our video. This has been a topic on our mind for the past year, and I'm glad we can finally put this mess into words. I'd like to give a special thanks to Saracenian for providing all the Daggerfall footage. He's a Finnish Chinese artist whose illustrations are on screen right now. Personally, I'm a big fan of this retro art style, and I'm sure most of you are too. You can find more on his blog or portfolio site. Whoa, what the f? I'd also like to thank YouTube channel. Oh my god, I thought the last name was difficult. Eli_handle_b.wave for giving us permission to show the John Wick in Resident Evil 4 video. This entire channel is dedicated to this kind of insanely high quality edits. If you like what you saw, you are in luck because there are 140 of them and counting. All that is to say, please support human artists. The threat of generative AI isn't that it will replace us, it's that our work are being drowned out by too many AI slobs. Your support doesn't have to be financial in nature. If you like the works, share them with friends. If you have time, write to your favorite creators. The best way to brace for a storm is to build a community, so that we can always find each other. To this day, every fan mail I receive still makes my heart flutter. I'm certain other artists will appreciate words too. Let's reach out and rebuild our connections, and let's keep sharing our stories.